Brosplay!
Well, that'll teach me to fall off shit before the episode starts.
Oh, so finishing my sentence.
Finishing your sentence
after missing that shot. I don't like this game.
Yeah.
I just gotta put that out there.
Yeah, we did talk about this
Off air.
Off air, yeah. That's sucks to be you, I guess.
Why we don't play games I don't like. This is not how it works. It's I started off kind of just going into any game and just seeing how it would go, and we started realizing that it's a lot more fun when we enjoy what we're doing. It's kind of like this game is not bad enough to make them do a lot of fun stuff with, but also not good enough to really enjoy watching or playing.
Wow, that's like, a pretty apt description, actually.
It's why I didn't enjoy Arkham City. It's just mediocre. It's just right in the center. It's just ugh.
Yeah, it's almost like, there was an era where every single movie that came out in the theaters was an hour and a half long, and it was all like the same comedy movie.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that. It's very neutral. It's just kind of addictive because it gives you just enough fun that you enjoy it, but not enough fun that you feel satisfied.
Oh, it leaves you wanting more.
Leaves you wanting more. I think I can make that jump. It's gonna be narrow.
One time.
Oh, it's too narrow.
One time, Dad texted me and said, "I really enjoyed that episode that you put out. Left me wanting more." And I thought, oh, like he wants more content. So I started uploading a video every day. And I mentioned that, and he said, "No, what I meant was, what you had done was good because it put me in a point where I wanted more." It was just satisfying enough, but it wasn't too much to be overwhelmed by.
So by going up,
it
was in volume, you weren't
much.
Actually you weren't actually accomplishing what you thought you were.
Yeah, so I misinterpreted what he was saying. He wasn't asking for more. He was saying it was good at what I had been doing, which is when I stopped doing 7 a week. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and it's also so much content.
It is.
Like, sometimes it's hard to watch now that they're 20 minutes, too. 4 20-minute episodes in a week.
420, baby!
Actually adds up
Blaze
pretty good.
it! Sorry.
We got to get those 420s out.
We got to get the stoner demographic. A lot of them watch YouTube.
Yeah, that's actually true. I mean, what else are you going to do when you're getting a little stoned other than just sit there and watch YouTube?
YouTube's great for that demographic because a lot of college kids don't have money and a lot of college kids smoke the pat.
And it's also free.
So hey, college kids, how you doing, baby? You getting that studying? No,
college.
I live next to a college, so
that was actually our favorite.
I see how similar. What were we gonna say?
Oh, that's the best thing we always used to say. Like, we'd have every so often we'd have parties that were just like very college. Like, it's just one of those parties where you just got like loud music and people like wandering around and someone's like puking on the back deck and you're just like, college. Shit.
You know who the type of girl that I could never date is? A woo girl.
Like, woo!
Ah, yeah!
A woo girl.
College!
That almost sounds like you could be talking about people who are into crystals.
Or people who are really into John Woo films.
I hadn't really thought about that one. I'll be honest.
That's why you have me here, brother.
But when's the last time you saw a John Woo film other than Face Off?
I've never seen it. That's John Woo?
Yeah, it's John Woo.
Of course it's John Woo. There's a slow motion boat scene.
There's a slow motion pigeon scene, too.
Have you ever played his game?
Stranglehold?
Yeah.
Just a really crappy demo.
Yeah, yes. You know what we should do?
We should play demos?
We should do a mega episode that is just, we play the entirety of every demo on a disc.
They do demo discs still? That's a thing?
No. I have some old ones. I have one that has Wolfenstein on it. The new one. Not the new one, but the new one. You know what I'm talking about?
The intermediate one.
Fucking
the middle
people,
new one.
Man. You gotta consider your legacy. It's not like, it's like every time you and I feel like we've made some sort of stride as creators on this show, and we're like, oh, it's like the new Brosplay. Oh, it's like the new Bros. And we keep doing that. We just keep thinking that that what we've done is the new Brosplay, even though
this is the final installment.
Yeah, and it's not. It's never gonna be. It's never gonna be over. And I think I'm always gonna be pushed to do better at the thought of being worse, or like the fact that I've seen so many creators with ups and downs. There's been points with H3H3 that I felt like they were kind of running out of content, and they even admitted it. They said, "Hey, we just can't keep up anymore. We're gonna merge our channels so that we can give you more content, and we're gonna make a reaction video every 2 weeks instead of every 1 week."
Okay.
Which is great. I said, I mean, I didn't actually say this to them, but I guess this is me saying it. Like,
Ethan, if you're out there,
for me,
great job.
And Ela, don't.
Hey, I was telling Ethan, great job.
I wasn't excluding Ela or Hela. I don't know. I keep hearing it pronounced differently everywhere. Hela,
I was actually going to
Ela.
ask about that.
He always calls her Ela, but he might be putting like a really quiet H that I don't hear.
Yeah, well,
Hela
but Ethan and Ela, fucking
sounds a lot better than
shit.
Ethan and Hela.
Yeah, Ethan and Ela sounds like, you know, E and E.
Yeah.
Kind of works.
Well, Hela sounds like how Dane would pronounce it. Because he pronounces H.
Yeah, but that's not a him thing. That's a Wales thing or something.
It's a UK thing. I
is it just UK?
Yeah.
Because Adam Greentree does that too.
Did you know that a duck's quack has no echo?
A duck's quack
Yeah.
has no echo.
It's not true. That's just it's a myth, I guess.
Or like an adage, just like a really old. Where the fuck does that even come from?
Dummies.
A duck's quack has no echo on the lake.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it
bullshit.
probably comes from someone like way back in the day who wasn't actually even listening to a duck. Like it was actually just some other creature.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you see that, Watson? A duck's quack has no echo.
Well, so the problem with that statement is that echo is off of objects. So like what you're saying is that it couldn't possibly reverberate off of any object. Like you go into a perfect sound recording room and you don't have an echo. Like what's the context of the situation? Where is this duck?
Yeah,
is he in a recording studio?
I am a duck, not to echo upon the lake.
That sounds like a band name.
Or a Shakespeare line.
Oh yes. A duck of any other name wouldn't echo across the lake, would it? Oh man, I heard the funniest.
Why did the duck cross the road?
It's cross the lake. Get your terms, your things in order.
Hey, why did the duck cross the lake? Because then it'd have no echo.
To echo on the other side.
To echo on the other side.
I was watching Earthling Cinema, and he referred to he said renowned patent officer Albert Einstein.
Renowned patent officer. That's such a weird title to give him, but it's kind of true.
Oh, there's a lot of really interesting theories about Einstein, because apparently he couldn't read at a level where you would expect he could, or like he was really bad in school. But then I was also hearing that a lot of geniuses were bad in school similarly. So there's a lot of weird things around him. He also came around at a time where it's really hard to gather information.
Yeah, geez, pre-internet.
Because everything was... Well, he was like... Oh, fuck. Well, he was around with Marilyn Manson. Or not Marilyn Manson, fuck.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. I almost said Aaron
Hansen. The other Marilyn?
You know, back when Aaron Hansen was doing Game Grumps on Talk Radio.
On Talk Radio. That'd be such a bizarre platform for that.
And we're the Game Grumps!
Just find a game and look at it while you listen to us.
It was Sonic 06. It was 1906. Yeah, it was a difficult time. It was a bad joke.
Sonic 06. Well, that actually makes more sense when you think about like how ineffective that game is.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, I guess back in 1906, physics worked differently.
Physics totally worked differently back then. There wasn't even color. Did you know that?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Colorless
pretty sure,
world.
Einstein actually invented color.
Yeah, it was he invented the Rosenthal bridge.
Oh yes,
He invented patent offices.
It's definitely not Rosenthal.
And
It's definitely not Rosenthal. It's just the John Bernthal Bridge.
The Bernthal
Yeah,
Bridge.
it's the Bernthal Bridge.
That would be a much better name.
It's the bridge.
Why didn't Einstein think of that?
It's how you're able to bridge the exact same character between two differently named characters that you play.
Bridges you between televisions and movies.
Have you noticed how similar his roles are? He plays Shane in Walking Dead, and then he plays Punisher on Marvel's Daredevil, and his character is the fucking same.
Doesn't he also play a soldier in the Pacific?
Yes, but he has almost no character in the Pacific. That was one of his pretty earlier roles.
So he was still figuring out how to play Shane?
Yeah, in Pacific, he essentially plays an emotional point for an important character. Although interestingly enough,
I am emotional motivation.
I'm emotional. What is it? Through point? Is that the word?
3 point.
An emotional through point.
Oh, through. Yeah. I think that's probably the right word for it.
Interesting. John Basilone actually was an actual guy. He was a serious badass.
Really?
Yeah.
Got
But back to my point. In both John Bernthal's characters in Walking Dead and Daredevil, he plays a dude who loses his family unexpectedly through tragedy. He has firearm training and basic sort of like combat training, and in both situations he believes that violence is a better answer than allowing people to do harm, and he's also willing to kill people to stop them from doing bad shit instead of incarcerating them. And in both situations, he is emotional. He allows those emotions to drive his violence, and he also has this side of him that he kind of lets out every so often that makes you realize he really is a real person, but a flawed one.
Wow, that actually is exactly the same character.
He's basically the same character, but he's just a much bigger badass in Punisher. Significantly bigger.
Yeah. He's kind of a bitch in.
He is a bitch in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
There's so many scenes in Walking Dead where I just think I understand the walkers are dangerous, but there's so many times where they treated them way more dangerous than they are. Most of the time you can push them down the stairs and they don't. They're just they're coming up the stairs.
Yeah, because they're not smart creatures.
No, at all. Especially they're kind of I'm pretty sure they're smarter at the beginning. And they get because they're kind of inconsistent.
They have more brain activity.
Yeah, well, there's times where they walk around things in the first 2 seasons, and then they start bumping into stuff in the 3rd season.
I mean, that's actually possible that their brains decayed.
Wow,
I never thought of that.
I hadn't thought of that, and I watched the special features of Dawn of the Dead, so I'm aware of that people that actually do pay attention to that stuff. In Dawn of the Dead, they actually progress like that.
Really?
Yeah, in the first third of the movie, everybody's basically human, but dead-eyed. There's a dude missing an arm, but he's other than that, he's not really that dirty. He's just a dude missing an arm.
And yeah, Dawn of the Dead. That's the reboot of Dawn of the Dead, right?
The Ving Rhames one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not who made that. George A. Romero? No,
I don't think Romero made it. No.
Yeah,
it's an homage to a Romero for sure.
That's not Hitchcock. That's too old.
No.
He's Psycho, right? Alfred Hitchcock
made and Crows or The Crows.
A Murder of Crows?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just called Crows or Birds, something like that.
Birds.
It's a really simple name, but yeah, it's about murderous crows.
I think it might be called Birds, actually. Now that you mention that, the Crows actually just sounds like a Game of Thrones reference.
Crows.
I got no love for crows.
Oh, I fucking love that scene with his love interest in the what's it called? What are they called? The wildlings. The one with the really heavy accent. She's like, "Do you like it when I rub up against you? Is it true that if you don't use it falls off? Is that your knife I'm feeling, or are you just excited to see me?"
Yeah, she actually had a pretty strange accent when you consider that the wildlings are supposed to be one people from the north.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy with the beard, what's his name?
Manstrader.
No, not him. The
guy
ginger
with the beard. It's like every character. Oh fuck, I can't remember his name at all.
But you know what I mean now.
That was awful.
That is why you don't do this shit at home, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely don't become a super agent at home, kids.
That actually reminds me of some fail videos I've seen where people try and jump really large gaps.
The accordion.
And they don't quite make it. Yeah, I would almost rather seriously not make it than miss by that little tiny amount.
Yep.
Oh, that was brutal.
It's good stuff. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you for joining us again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Next
Come
episode,
back.
Next episode, we're gonna switch things up. We're gonna reverse some things. All right.
Reversing
Get ready for that shit.
the
This is a
scenario.
revolutionary idea I have.